Welcome to a new video and a new trap. And the game started with e4, e6, the French defense, d4, d5, knight d2, and this is the Tarrasch variation of the French defense. Knight f6, e5, knight f to d7, bishop to d3, c5, c3, knight c6, knight e2, cd4, cd4, queen b6, knight f3, e6, f6, e takes f6, knight to f6, castles, bishop to d6, knight to c3, bishop to d7, and now this pawn is somehow hanging. a3. As white noticed this d4 pawn is hanging, so he is setting a trap with the a3 move for black. So black noticed that he can take the pawn. Knight takes d4, knight d4, queen takes d4, and now black wins a pawn. There is many variations here to analyze. Let's begin with knight to b5. In case knight to b5, white gets fantastic play for the pawn, like knight to b5, attacking the queen and attacking the bishop on d6. So of course, in case queen to b6, defending, bishop to e3, attacking the queen, bishop to c5, bishop c5, queen c5, and rook to c1, and now the fork on c7 is critical and winning for white. So other variation, queen to e5 instead of going to b6, so the queen is to e5 and attacking the h2 pawn, threatening mate. So in case g3, bishop to b8, preserving the bishop, of course, bishop to f4. In case queen takes b2, rook to b1, queen a2, rook to e1, and with initiative for white with attack, and somehow black has like weak position or not a good position. Other variation, in case queen to h5, trying to exchange the queens, knight to c7, forking, bishop c7, queen c5, queen h5, knight h5, bishop c7, knight to f6, bishop to e5, and this is actually unclear, although black is a pawn up, but white with the double with the pair bishop pairs. So maybe this compensate for the pawn sacrificed. Other variation, in case bishop takes b5, bishop takes b5, king e7, rook to e1, queen h5, trying to exchange, of course, bishop to e2, and now in case queen to g6, bishop to f3, king f7, bishop e3, normal development, rook to h2 e8, bishop to g2, rook to e7, f4, and this is unclear position or equal somehow. Other variation, in case queen to f7, going back with the queen, bishop to g5, king f8, rook to c1, and also this is unclear. In case instead of g3, in case we play f4, attacking the queen, so the queen now is forced to leave this protection for the bishop. So bishop check first, saving the bishop, king to h1, and now queen to b8, bishop b4, pawn to b4, and this is a slightly advantage for white. maybe because of the safer king, and better activity for the pieces. So instead of all that, black played blunder. Bishop takes g6 with check, maybe thinking he can take the queen, but he must calculate further than that. So h takes g6, of course, queen takes d4. Now, because he didn't calculate this move, bishop to h2, king to h1, bishop to e5, king to g1, bishop takes d4, and now 5 pieces to 4 pieces with a pawn up for black and a piece. So this is losing for white. So after this, white resigned. So if you see some calculation, some tactics, you have to continue your calculation until there is no counter attack or counter chance for your opponent. Maybe white saw that he can win the queen with bishop to g6, but he didn't calculate bishop takes h2. So bishop h6, bishop takes g6, or bishop g6, hg6, and he take the queen, and maybe he stopped calculating here. So now the brilliant move, bishop takes h2 check, and king h1, bishop e5, and the queen is lost and white resigned. So this is our video for today. Thank you for watching. See you next video and next trap. Bye.